Hey everybody, this is Lego Crusher here, and welcome to Phoenix Wright Turnabout Train or Shine. This is a Raincoat / Phoenix Wright crossover, which I think is pretty cool. Chapter 0 for Raincoat, if I remember correctly. So if you haven't seen Chapter 0 for Raincoat, then you might want to go check that out first, because this is going to be pretty spoiler heavy. So, yeah. And just so you know, I will be finishing the Ace Attorney trilogy, but this came out and I really wanted to play it, so let me just make sure that things aren't too loud. Everything looks like it's okay, so without further ado, let's get into a new game. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Turnabout Train or Shine? Have you heard the news? The World Detective Organization is sending master detectives to investigate Kane Ward. We're finished. What are we gonna do? Hold on. I might know how we can deal with them. Okie dokie. Date, time, Write anything agency. Just another day at Write Anything Agency with no new cases. My adopted daughter Trucy is practicing for her upcoming magic show. Attorney's badge. And oh, nice! Maya's already in here. What's this? Save! Oh, this is so cool. And our other lawyer, Athena, is currently acting as her assistant. Oh yeah. Good thing that Maya Faye, my old assistant, is here to keep me company. Hey Maya! Let's turn on the TV, Nick! I hear they're showing a rerun of the Steel Samurai just about now. Still haven't been, I see. Alright, here goes. Breaking news! The Amaterasu Express, a train to Kane Ward, became the site of a mass murder. A mass murder? It claims the lives of 5 master detectives that were heading to the location to solve its mysteries. Master detectives? The only surviving passenger, Yuma Cocohead, was arrested immediately but denies any guilt. Wow. However, concerns were voiced about the local justice system. So it has been decided through a raffle that the court hearing will be held in Los Angeles. Of course. But that's here! Meanwhile, the Legal League of Attorneys is having a hard time finding Yuma a lawyer. The shadow of Amaterasu Corporation looms over the case, so no attorney has taken it yet. Wow, really? Yikes. Stay tuned for further news on this tragedy. Oh boy. Looks like your new case found you! attorneys, remember? I am? Perhaps it's fate. Should I take this case? Well, yes. Says no, game ends immediately. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a defense attorney. Aw. I became a lawyer to be there for those who have no one on their side. If I don't take this case, chances are it will end in a guilty verdict. Yeah, knowing Amaterasu Express. I mean, not Amaterasu Express, that's the train. Amaterasu Corporation. Yeah, it's gonna be guilty without us. So, I can't let that happen. In the past, I faced many powerful opponents in court. If believing in my client makes Amaterasu Corporation my enemy, then so be it. You're right. I'll go and call the Legal League of Attorneys now. That's the spirit! That spirit? The spirit medium. Beep. It's done. Now I'm officially the attorney assigned to this case. Sweet. Now let's go meet Yuma and tell him the good news. Good idea. Oh, this is so cool so far. Oh, man. Sorry, guys, I'm answering a text right now. I'm not a professional YouTuber. And as you should know about me, I'm an avid saver. I will save whenever possible. Let's see. It's a little laggy, but I don't want to mess with any more settings. So, write anything agency, detention center. It's probably laggy because my computer's a fucking potato. Well, here we are. Must be around here somewhere. Hey, there he is. Excuse me, are you Yuma Cocoa Head? I think I am. You think? And who might you be? I'm Phoenix Wright, his defense attorney. And I'm Maya Fey, his assistant. I can't talk today, I'm so sorry. Now that the Phoenix Freedom Express has come for you, you can stop worrying. The Phoenix Freedom Express. That's a good one, Maya. By that she means that I've agreed to take up your defense. Phoenix Wright. That rings a faint bell. I must have known who you were before. In any case, thank you for agreeing to defend me. You're welcome. Could he have... In any case, I really need to talk to him more. I can present him stuff. Present him a badge. Is that your attorney's badge? You know I had to do it. It is. It's proof that I'm a genuine lawyer. So, like the detective deed for master detectives. I guess. I have no idea what that is. Unfortunately, I could not find mine anywhere. Because of that, the other master detectives were suspicious towards me. Good thing I always show my attorney's badge to everyone I meet. Yeah, good thing. Now let's talk. Yuma Cocoa Head. So, Yuma, could you tell me about yourself? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. up in that train station with no recollection of who I even was. I only deduced my name and mission from a letter from the World Detective Organization that I had. I know it sounds suspicious, but it's the truth! Whoa! Psyche locks! Ah! Black psyche locks. Dark, cold, full of despair. They indicate that a part of a person's memory is sealed even from themselves. Attempting to unlock these locks may give the person severe psychological trauma. Oh god! Not like I have any evidence to do that anyway. Yeah, we only have our badge right now. Mr. Wright, why are you staring into my soul? How did he... oh gosh. Looks like I have no choice but to tell him. Actually, I can see the secrets that people have in their hearts. Whoa! You could apply to become a master detective with powers like that. Thanks, but it's really nothing special. With this Magatama, anyone can use it as long as it's charged with spiritual energy. I see. Anyway, could you tell me more about these master detectives? And why possessing a supernatural skill would help me become one? I almost said posing. Alright. I'm surprised that all this talking isn't clearing my throat yet, because of my stupid allergies. The World Detective Organization is an elite international organization. It specializes in eradicating the world's mysteries. It accepts individuals with supernatural powers that aid in their investigations or forensic fortes. I hope I said that right. They train with the organization and become master detectives. The number of master detectives is around 1,000, but the number went down today. I met 5 other master detectives on that train. First was Zilch Alexander, who claimed to be able to control animals. Okay. Unfortunately, there were none on the train, so I didn't get to witness it. Yeah, it's a train, so... Then there was Melanie... I'm gonna butcher these names, I'm so sorry. Melanie Goldmine, the medium detective. She was also unable to showcase her abilities due to not having any dead person's clothes. Actually, I'm a spirit medium in my own right. In fact, I've recently finished my training to become the master of the crane channeling technique. It doesn't require any clothes to work though, just a face and a name. Yep. That's amazing! Mr. Wright must be lucky to have you by his side. Well, an ace attorney needs an ace assistant. Next was Poochie Lavman. Lavman. A girl with incredible hearing who always wore headphones. Imagine how surprised you'd be to learn I also have someone like that at the agency. She was able to prove her powers by listening to the heartbeats in the train car. She concluded that there was no one else in there. Also, there was Zanji, who could project his memories onto electronic devices. Despite his age, he was able to develop a 3-second video. Finally, it was Aphex Logan, whose power was similar to a radar. His ability also verified there was no one else. So, no third party could have been present at the time. Oddly enough, when the master detectives were using their skills, I felt it. That's also how he must have detected me using the Magatama. train, apparently only 5 master detectives were supposed to be deployed. So that means the other's even more suspicious of me. Ouch. I'm sorry, Yuma. Sorry guys, I'm needing to drink a lot of water because I have really, really bad allergies. In other words, there was a phony master detective aboard that train. Don't worry, as your attorney, I believe in you. Thank you, Mr. Wright. What about the incident? Now, please tell me about how the incident unfolded. At one point, I felt unwell and decided to go rest in the infirmary in the first car. However, I could not get into the infirmary, so I ended up collapsing in the bathroom. Oof. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. So then, no alibi. Then, when I woke, that nightmare began. The nightmare began. Blah, can't read. When I exited the bathroom, I saw smoke coming out of the infirmary. Inside I could see zilch, but the door was locked. I had to break it using a fire extinguisher I found. First amnesia, now a fire extinguisher? Ugh, brings back unpleasant memories. Yeah. Once I broke in, I found his body burnt to a crisp. I rushed into the second car only to discover Melamie's body on the floor burnt as well. However, when I was about to leave the second car, the train shook and the lights went out. However, they came back shortly after, and I saw that the train had entered a tunnel. I tried calling out for help, but nobody answered. Then, in the third and fourth cars, I found out that Pucci and Zanji were burnt in their bedsheets. Another thing of note is that I saw the backup control system had turned on in the third car. At that point, I concluded that Apex must have been the culprit. I was once again greeted by shaking before I moved to the fifth car. The car had been completely ruined, and I discovered Apex's corpse. His golden chain was still intact, so I was able to identify him. The train exited the tunnel and soon arrived at the destination. There, the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers arrested me. Thank you for sharing this testimony with me. I have a feeling it will help me crack this case. Okay, Yuma's statement added. Even if I still need to find evidence to prove that what he claims. I guess we should head to the crime scene now, then. There's a lot of things I need to check out myself. But, Mr. Wright, public transport does not normally go there. The train was an exception. How are we supposed to get there, then? Let me worry about that. What? That voice. Miles! Edgeworth! It's Miles Edgeworth. He's the district chief prosecutor and a childhood friend of mine. I had a feeling you would end up being the defense attorney assigned to this case. Once I received a confirmation of my suspicion, I rushed over hoping to find you here. I came to inform you that I have chartered a plane and will depart from Kanai Ward at any time. Does this mean what I think it does? Sorry, I'm really happy to see Miles. Hey, buddy. me guess. You're the prosecutor in charge of this case? Fairly right. As you may recall, I found out that the prosecutor's office was filled with cowards. Yeah. Unfortunately, the truth has not changed. None of my subordinates were up for the task of going against the World Detective Organization. Really? None of them? And the fact that the case concerns the Amaterasu Corporation did not make it any more desirable. Yeah. So it's once again up to me to stand in court against you. Anyhow, a thorough investigation is in order, so both of us can do our job to the utmost of our... Let us depart at once. The two officers from the precinct are already waiting for us in the plane. Officers? Why would I need them with us? Why would we need them with us? I have my suspicions about the place. Nice to know what these suspicions are. Yeah, what are your suspicions exactly, Miles? Say, Wright, do you recall what the mission of the World Detective Organization is? Apparently it's to eradicate the world's unsolved mysteries. Yeah, we just learned that from Yuma. That is indeed the case. Now, what if the Amaterasu Corporation wasn't keen on having its mysteries eradicated? You're not suggesting that at this stage it's merely a possibility. Merely a possibility. I can't talk. However, they did try their best to sweep this incident under the rug as well. Unfortunately for them, things did not go as planned. For now, it seems that the Amaterasu Corporation is willing to cooperate. For now, yeah. Nevertheless, I am not taking any chances. We wouldn't want another incident to happen, would we? No, we wouldn't. No, of course not. With that in mind, I suggest we end this conversation and get on our way. Oh, we can't talk a little longer? Boo. Alright. Kanai War, here we come! Let's go! We said goodbye to Yuma and soon boarded the private jet that Edgeworth had chartered for us. Uh-oh, did it freeze? Please don't tell me it froze. Hello? Okay, there it goes. I was so scared for a second there. I thought it crashed. That being said, I'm going to throw down a little savey save. Sure is dark and gloomy in here. And beyond that door lies the scene of the crime. Okay. So, what are we waiting for? Let's head in! I don't think so. What? Who's there? Oh god, not you! What voice did he have? I don't even remember. This crime scene's off limits. I don't know. Who do you think you are? Maya, no. The name's Swank. Katsunel. I don't know how to say that, so I'm just gonna say Swank. With the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Here at Conner Ward, we peacekeepers, the defenders of the law and executioners. Nick, I don't like this guy. I don't either. Comparing him with some of the people that Maya has bad memories with, I can see why. And who do you think you're talking? You are talking to me like that? We're... Miles, are you here? Okay. I was gonna say, where's Miles? This man is Phoenix Wright, the defense attorney representing Mr. Coco Head. Oh, Miles, thank you. This young lady is Maya Fay, his assistant. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am the Los Angeles prosecutor in charge of this case. I believe I have already received permission from your superiors to investigate the crime scene. You tell him, Miles. I suggest you stop disrupting our investigation if you want to live 4 years to your salary. Oh! Get him! Mr. Edgeworth, sir. You're all welcome to investigate the train as much as you like. Be my guests. Yeah, you better let us. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth! You really put him in his place! Looks like Edgeworth found his Achilles heel. Here, I got some photos of the bodies before we took them for autopsy. Okay, see from Swank, they depict bodies as they were discovered. Yeah, sure. I saw the bodies exactly as we found them. That scares me every time. More psyche locks! That means that Continental is intentionally hiding something about the state of the bodies. Normally, I can undo these types of locks. However, I need a lot of evidence to do so. Still, I should keep this in mind. Yeah, oh boy. With that out of the way, we should probably start our investigation. Indeed, it is high time we enter the crime scene. Yeah, let's go. We left some of the officers that Edgeworth brought with us to guard the entrance, and did it get cut off a bit? I'm guessing went inside. Looks like this train was badly damaged by the fire. Still, one can feel the grandeur in the atmosphere. It seems that no expense was spared in order for them to make the master detectives feel welcome. Not like it mattered in the end. Yeah. On the bright side, this was a special one-time train, so no repair work is necessary. My brain's flubbing. Good for the Amaterasu Corporation, I guess. In any case, we shouldn't rest until we've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny of this train. Couldn't agree more. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's start here. Look, there's something lying on the floor in the body near the body outline. It's been completely destroyed by the fire, so I can't make out what it is. It appears to be a plate displaying the car's number. It must have been removed from its holder that is located above. The culprit must have done that on purpose, but what would they gain from doing it? Maybe 5 was the culprit's unlucky number. Anyway, I should make note of it. Burnt number plate added to the court record. Okay? Let's examine this. There's a map of the train layout on the wall here. We're currently standing in the 5th car of the train. All the bodies have been discovered in room 301, 402, the 2nd car, and the 1st car. We must pay each one of these crime scenes a visit. You can navigate to the train freely by using the move menu. Yes, thank you, Miles. I'll make sure to do just that. Move menu! Alright, let's examine this. This chalk outline shows where one of the bodies was found. You can still see the leftover soot from the burnt corpse on the floor. The body that was discovered in this call belonged to the Master Detective Apex Logan. I've checked on his background and found out that his parents were attorneys that crossed the local. He witnessed them losing their lives and later embarked on a journey of no return. Oh, why is the text cutting off? Probably a glitch or something. That's not good. His trauma had caused his sense of justice and... Why are you giving me that stare? I didn't press anything. I suppose Apex chose death and decided to take that other master detectives with him. Eee! Ouch, Phoenix. Is there anything else here that I could... Oh, I can examine this. This is the door leading to the outside. It was locked when the train was moving, so nobody could get off or on it. I won't leave the train either until I've thoroughly investigated it. Alrighty. Okay, is there anything else we can press? Here... Floor? No. Okay, maybe we've investigated all we can here. So let's save. And move to another area. Actually, hang on. Settings. Is there... Screen shaking, vibration... Turn the resolution down a teeny bit. Oh, no, I can't. I don't know why it keeps cutting off stuff. That's probably just a glitch, if I'd have to guess. Let's take a look at the court record. See if I swing. Okay. What's that? Train shook twice while he was in the second and fourth cars. The lights briefly went out while he was in the second car. The backup control system was off. Okay. I guess we looked at everything we can here. Okay. Let's start room 301. This room looks a lot like the one in car 4. The burnt bed, the blanket around the victim, cushions on the floor. The modus operandi definitely appears to be consistent. I don't immediately see anything suspicious, but I should still investigate this room properly. And we will do that right now. Teddy bear. Maybe there's a hidden camera in that bear that's been secretly recording the murder. Second thought, it's just a normal stuffed bear. Makes sense considering that this room belonged to a child. Speaking of children, I should call Trista to see if she's doing alright. Examine this. There are still some of the victim's clothes left hanging on the wall here. Looking at them reminds me just how young she was. Rest assured, Wright, that I will seek nothing but the harshest punishment for the perpetrator. reassuring, I guess. Yeah, child, and she was burnt to death. Oh, guess that's nothing. Light. Bed. That looks like the body was tightly wrapped in a blanket before being set on fire. Like in the other room, the bed was also badly damaged. I haven't checked the other room yet! This room was inhabited by the young girl with the incredible hearing, Pucci Laverman. How could someone do this to someone like her? They must be inhuman, soulless, and emotionless like the Phantom! Oh boy, the Phantom! Seems like there's a mystery Phantom lurking in the shadows of this case. Some of the master detectives are usually... So one of the master detectives was actually a Phantom detective? Something along those lines. Can I slide or anything? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that's the log. Okay. There doesn't appear to be anything here. No. I guess we'll move to a different room. Let's go to the infirmary. Car 1, infirmary. Standing in the infirmary, I'm still amazed that there would be something like that on the train. Having 2 of these for a journey of a few hours seems like overkill to me. Perhaps the Amaterasu Corporation suspected that something would be amiss. Whatever their reasons were, I should leave no corner of this room unexamined. Yep. Let's get to it, bruh. Okay. Hello? There's a random pillow laying on the floor. I clicked. I wonder what it's doing all the way here. I believe this warrants further examination. As you say, Edgeworth. Alright, let's take a closer look. Whoa! How do I move? I don't know how to move the thing. Uh-oh. How do I move this? Uh-oh. I think I'm stuck, guys. Well, that's just the log. Uh-oh. Mouse, pointer keys? No. Arrow key. ASCW? I think I'm stuck, guys. Hang on. I'm gonna have to see if there's a walkthrough real quick, because it's not moving. Let's see. Oh, not that one. broken, guys. Yeah, let me see. Nothing I do is working. I can't turn it or anything. That's not good. I'm literally trying everything. Well guys, we might have to pause for now, because I think it's broken. Let's see. During investigations. Arrow keys, D-pad. Move evidence while zoomed out. I'm pressing the arrow keys, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. This isn't good. I'm literally pressing everything I can, but yeah, it's not working. We might have to end the episode here, guys. Hopefully next time I'll be able to figure out what the dumpy is going on. If you guys want to see more of this, or more videos in general, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you stay up to date with all the newest updates and uploads and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys!